Another powerful technique to help the mind relax is what I call zooming out. So there's a zooming in and a zooming out. Now, you could say that we are typically stuck in this zoomed in mode. Zoomed in on thoughts, zoomed in on feelings, zoomed in on sensations, perceptions. We're zoomed in on things. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, perceptions. These are things. So the mind can only grasp things. Now, this technique allows the mind to relax by simply zooming out of things. The mind can't grasp no thing. There's an experience of relaxation instead of a contraction. The attention is typically zooming in on things. And this mode of attention zooming in creates this sense of contraction. So let's make this very practical, very experiential for you. You can take any object. Let's start off with a gross object. Gross as in material. Look around. Pick an object. Perhaps a TV, your computer, a plant, a pillow, anything that's around you. And just simply attend to the object. Pay attention to the object. This is what you're used to doing. This is the zoomed in mode. Attention is going towards the object. There's an experience of this narrowing of attention, a contraction. Now, continue paying attention to the object. Continue looking at the object without any change in moving your head or moving your eyes. I want you to just simply notice the space around the object. So continue looking at the object, but now just simply notice the space around the object. And notice the different quality. Notice how the attention doesn't feel so contracted. Notice how there's not this grasping of the object. You aren't paying attention to a thing. You are paying attention to no thing. The nothingness around the object. The attention is not going to a thing. So now you are not just aware of the object, you are aware of the space that the object appears in. And just notice the difference. Of how that feels. Notice the relaxation. how the attention feels relaxed. The focus isn't so sharp. It's more of a soft focus. It feels like the focus is more defocused now. It's more relaxed. It's a relaxed focus. And let's give that contrast again. Go back to just simply giving your attention to the thing, the object. Typically, when we are giving our attention to the object, what accompanies the object is a description about it, a story about it. You are observing a TV and there seems to be a description of the TV. Perhaps you are observing a computer or your phone and there is a story about the computer or the phone. So see how you can only describe things, but you can't describe no thing. Like this, when the attention is locked on to things in its zoomed in mode, you could say. We experience this contraction. Strong sense of identification. Identifying with things. A story about things. Describing things. And now just simply become aware of the space around the thing. And see how the focus softens, the focus opens, the attention relaxes. See how you have not done anything differently. There's just been a shift in the attention from things to no thing. The attention has shifted from something to no thing. There's a shift from the thing to the space in which that thing appears in. So this is very practical. Let me show you something else. Instead of putting the attention on a phone or a computer or a pillow or a TV or a lamp or a rug or a window, put your attention on the body. And now, just become aware of the space around the body. Become aware of the space that the body appears in. No need to create any thoughts. About the body appearing in a bubble or a bubble surrounding the body, or some sort of aura around the body, that is also a subtle thing. Just simply become aware of the space in which the body appears in. No different than the object that you were aware of before. Just picking a different object, the body as the object, and just simply be aware of the space in which this object, the body, appears in. And just notice that same relaxation, that same softening, that same expansion, that same relaxation. Notice how it doesn't feel so tight and narrow. It's loose, it's wider. Notice this global relaxation. It's a relaxation that's felt everywhere. So those are gross objects, material objects, when I say the word gross. So now let's have a look at a subtle object, such as thoughts. Go ahead and think of a purple elephant. Pay attention to the purple elephant. And now just become aware of the space in which that thought appears in. Become aware of the space around the thought. Now you can feel that unclenching. You can feel how there's a grasping of the purple elephant thought. But as soon as you are aware of the space around the thought, as soon as you are aware of the space in which the thought appears, you notice this relaxation. Feels as if something has let go of the thought. The thought is no longer being grasped. There isn't something that's attaching to the thought. The thought is just simply appearing in a space. So notice how, by simply focusing on things, you are experiencing this zooming in quality of attention. And by noticing the space in which the things appear in, you experience this zooming out. quality of attention. Notice how when you are paying attention to an object such as your phone or your computer or your TV or a window or a chair or whatever else may be in your room, there's an exclusion of everything else. It's an exclusive focus. The attention is exclusively focused on one thing. When the attention is zoomed in, when the attention zooms in to one thing, it excludes everything else. And notice how when you simply are aware of the space in which that thing appears in, there's a zooming out. So notice the space around the object that you are looking at. Now allow the attention to relax even more. Allow it to zoom out even more. Notice how all of the things in your room are appearing in one space. Notice how the object that you are looking at, as well as the body, are both appearing in this greater space. Notice now how the attention is not exclusive, it is inclusive. It's including the object that you're looking at, it's including other objects, it's including the body, which is another object. So by allowing the attention to zoom out, it appears to be all-inclusive. It includes everything. When the attention is including everything, it is also including everything equally. There's an equanimity. There's not one thing in the space that's given more priority, more importance, more interest. The attention is including everything, and it's excluding nothing. Everything is included. When the intention is zoomed out all the way, it is all-inclusive. It's indivisible. It's whole. And notice how you can simply rest as that. It's wide open awareness that is all-inclusive, indivisible, and whole. So when you find yourself very contracted, when you find yourself overwhelmed by thoughts or feelings, just simply shift your attention from the thought or the feeling to the space in which the thought or feeling appears in. When you notice there's a tightness or contraction in the body, or even if the body feels very overwhelmed and tight, shift the attention from the body to the space in which the body appears in. Notice how the body softens. Notice how the body relaxes. So it's a very powerful and practical technique, if we could say that. It's just noticing how the attention appears to be in this zoomed in mode all the time. By just simply shifting the attention from something to no thing, you experience the relaxation, you experience the expansion, the softening, the opening of attention. The attention is, in a way, returning back to its original state, which is not a state. The attention is no longer limited. It returns to its limitless nature. Which is this wide open awareness that is just simply aware. So hopefully this helps. See you in the next one.